Today I'm going to show you one of the coolest and cheapest things you can do here in the Flathead Valley. I'm taking the train over to East Glacier, and you won't believe how cheap it is to do this. And you can spend the whole day over there, hike, check out the town. It's just, this is one of the unknown things to do around here that nobody talks about. Let's go check it out. So when you live in Whitefish, you see the Amtrak come and go. It comes every day in the morning and returns in the evening, and you don't even think much about it because you see it all the time. And back when our daughter was younger, we've taken the train back to Minnesota a couple different times, and it's always great. The first 2 hours of the trip, you go right through Glacier Park, or right beneath Glacier Park, but you're looking into the park across the middle fork of the Flathead River. And it was always the best part of the trip was the first 2 hours. So I was thinking, why don't I take this trip and show everybody what it's like? And as I said in the intro, it's super cheap. It's only $26 on weekdays and it's $31 on the weekends. But, you know, for one way, $26, and you get breakfast along the way if you want. I chose to film the whole time, but you can have breakfast, and I don't know where you can find a better deal for a, awesome train ride and a meal for, any cheaper than $26. And there's a couple different ways you can do it. I had my wife come and pick me up, so I just went to East Glacier and she came and got me, and then we hung out for a little bit. Or you can spend the whole day over there, and the return train comes back at 7:48, or leaves East Glacier at 7:48 and gets back to Whitefish at 10:06. One thing I will tell you is Amtrak's kind of notorious for being late. The trip I took that day, it was on time. Maybe they've gotten better over the years, but you need to be careful. If you do the round trip, you may be spending more time in East Glacier than you wanted to. But at least you can hang out at the East Glacier Lodge, which is right across the parkway from the train station. So East Glacier is a cool little town. There's hiking, there's restaurants over there, there's, gift shops, and then you got the big lodge. There's a golf course if you want to do that. And if you do take this trip, to enhance your views, here's a pro tip. If you sit on the right side of the train, or the south side of the train, from Whitefish to West Glacier, you're going to have the best views there. You go along the river, you go along Lake 5, and then if you move over, once you get to West Glacier, over to the left side of the train, you'll be looking into the park. You'll be looking across the middle fork of the Flathead River the whole time. And then once you get to Essex, move back to the right, and you'll have spectacular views. On that last part, you can sit on either side, and the views are great. So I tried to get the best video of this trip. Unfortunately, I don't know if it was because of the condition of the windows, they're kind of dirty, or that it was cloudy that day. It may have been worse when it was sunny. I apologize. Some of the video here for the rest of the trip isn't the greatest because of reflection off the window. I tried to edit it out the best I could, but anyway, just sit back and here's all the highlights, or a lot of the view that you're going to see on this train ride, and just sit back and enjoy, and let me know what you think in the comments.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information, and don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.